one and all. I'm Bradford Becker. It's Wednesday night again, and I'm here to welcome you to Red Barn Radio to join us in our 23rd year of broadcasting. Tonight, presenting Roots Music Southern Style with episode number 907. Cody Christian is a country music singing guy from the Commonwealth of Virginia. He's a 31-time recipient of the CCA Award, which has helped propel his infectious melodies to the masses. He's got several songs that have gone triple turquoise and a music catalog that's thick with songs that beautifully narrate the everyday life. We're glad to have Cody with us here tonight. He's brought the congregation with him, which is his great band of players accompanying him on this current tour. Welcome, Cody Christian, to Red Barn Radio.
Pleasure to be here. All right, on. This here song is called Canary in a Coal Mine, and it's all about getting the heck out of stuff that ain't no good for you. Never sing again, making pennies on a dollar. What a way to meet an end. I make a living for the family. I got babies on the way. When the shipyard whistle's blowing, it means daddy's getting paid. But I ain't never been happy building those war machines, but those checks they keep a coming, courtesy of the Middle East. I'm a canary in a coal mine that might never fly again, plucked out of the blue sky to make way for richer men. Takes that old war cane to cut a free bird's wings. I might never sing again, making pennies on a dollar. What a way to meet an end. I left my babies with the grandma, give Nashville a go. Labels love me, they promise money, all they needed was my soul. Sign a 360 and be on TV, boy, you're gonna be a star. I said hell no, I want some control, ain't working for the man no more. Won't be a canary in a coal mine that'll never fly again. I'll stay in the blue sky to make way for honest men. No, there ain't no king gonna cut these wings, sing until I'm dead. Making pennies on a dollar, ain't no way to meet an end. Oh, thanks.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performance.
Tonight's Red Barn Radio guest has shared stage with lots of Red Barn alums, including Charles Wesley Godwin, Cole Chaney, Tyler Childers, and also the local Honeys. He's here on our stage this week performing with his band, The Congregation. And if sound check is any indicator, I think we're all in for a show to remember. The Congregation is Severin DeCroce on drums, Andrew Freck on bass, on left-handed guitar, not to be confused with right-handed guitar, is Patrick Hay. Brendan Butler is on right-handed style guitar. And then we've got Cody Christian on acoustic guitar, vocals, and mandolin. Welcome, Cody Christian and The Congregation.
It's great to be here. It's great to be here. Great to be here on a Wednesday, which is an odd day to be in Kentucky. But we can be here because I don't have a real job anymore. But I used to. I used to work at a shipyard in Newport News, Virginia, until the day that they said I had to shave my beard, and then I quit. So now we play music, and we wrote a song about it. This song's called 2 Week Notice, and it's all about quitting your job. Are you ready? Early till the morning, slinging hammers and burning rocks. Nowhere boy got a job down at the boatyard. 7 Right on. Well, thanks. This next song, it's about talking too much, or maybe not talking enough. I don't know. It's up to you to decide. But the song's called Keep Quiet. And we don't play it too much, but we thought today would be a good time to break it out. All right, here we go. Mom fights dad about who stole the liquor, all the while they're getting robbed by the sitter. We all know, but we keep quiet. Well, I ran wild, my parents fixed on my sister, 17 years. Her belly's getting bigger, she's with child, but we keep quiet. Well, there ain't shame in being broken things, we just learn to laugh and talk through the pain. And I pop pills just to write my papers. Next thing I know, it's 3 years later I developed a problem, but I keep quiet. Well, then I met a girl and she stoked my fire, but she let me go, cause I was a liar, my heart was broke, but I keep quiet. Cause there ain't shame in being broken things, we just learn to laugh and talk through the pain. Well, I got fired cause I failed my pisser, it's all my fault, but I'm still bitter, I need a job, will I keep quiet? Well, life ain't fair, and that is a given, but look up, brother, at least you're still living, we have each other, and we can't keep quiet. Cause there ain't shame, we're all broken things, we just learn to laugh and talk through the pain. Will you, me, all our friends, let's get this off our chest, cause I can't hold on to this weight alone. Well, there ain't shame, we're all broken things, we just learn to laugh and talk through the pain. Well, there ain't shame, we're all broken things, we just learn to laugh and talk through the pain. Thanks. Well, that song's off the first self-titled EP called 2020. We didn't have a better name for it, so we just put the year. And it's the only time that we did that. I don't know why we didn't do it again, but since then, released several other projects. This next song's on the album titled Canary in a Coal Mine. This song's called Other Guy, and it's all about talking to ladies. I can't say leave him for me, because you ain't a pawn and I ain't a thief. But you showed me things that I can't unsee. That you deserve it all and you're not happy. And I never thought that I would want a wife but lately that's all that I got on my mind. You're at the front of my favorite thoughts. But did we make a mistake and take it away too far? I wasn't looking for you, you weren't looking for me, but we both caught a glimpse how good it could be. Life ain't fair and the world is mean. Woke us up from the sweetest dream, from dealing with the pain. Waking up alone, I can't stand the thought of you lying in his arms. You said you never know if you never tried to make it out of his maze of life. Oh, so bad being on the outside. I hate that I'm the other guy. Oh, I wish that he was the other guy. And for a shot at you, I'd risk it all. And if you took that leap, I'd catch in your fall. And if it ruined him, then I think it should. 'Cause he brought you pain that I never could. I wasn't looking for you, you weren't looking for me, but we both caught a glimpse how good it could be. Life ain't fair and the world is mean. Woke us up from the sweetest dream, from dealing with the pain. Waking up alone, and I can't stand the thought of you lying in his arms. You said you never know if you never tried to make it out of his maze of life. Hurt so bad being on the outside. I hate that I'm the other guy. Oh, I wish that he was the other guy. You said you never know if you never tried to make it out of his maze of life. Hurt so bad being on the outside. I hate that I'm the other guy. Oh, I wish that he was the other guy. I hope you're clapping at home. They're clapping in here. That's pretty cool, huh? Hi, Mom. Anybody else want to say hi, Mom? We ain't never been on TV in Kentucky before. This is cool. Well, we're going to seamlessly transition into a song about trains because I think everybody needs one. And as a band, we were really hurting for a song that had a drum solo. So that's really what we did. We were also hurting for a song that was like less than 2.5 minutes. I got outvoted. But this is a quick song about trains. Ultimately, I think trains are really important just because they've done a lot and they continue to do a lot. But also, I think it's very important that Mr. Severn DeCroce here gets a drum solo. There it is, there it is. All right, well, this song is called Modern Railways. It's all about trains, and we're going to give it away to Mr. Severin DeCroce for his big drum solo. Take it away. Well, I'm waiting on a train bound for Richmond, carrying my love from up north. And thanks to the speed of modern railways, she's getting home in time to keep me warm. Thank God for speed of modern railways, for bringing our lovers back home. Thank God for speed of that old coal train. My baby's back at home in my arms. Well, I work hard freight to Carolina. What I do to make sure bills get paid. And thanks to the speed of modern railways, I come home to supper on my plate. Thank God for speed of modern railways. You're never too far away from home. Thank God for speed of Norfolk Southern. I'm back at home in my baby's arms. I'm back at home in my baby's arms. And that's a train song.
Well. All right. Hey, if you're just joining us this evening, our guest is Cody Christian. He's here with his band, The Congregation. And that was Severin DeCroce on the drum solo there. Severin, where would you take that drum solo if he had opened it up for you a little bit and said, Severin, do that, do a drum solo for us that lasts for 2 minutes? Where would you go?
I would, honestly, for that song, I would do the same thing. That's the whole point.
You would just play that for 2 minutes.
Keep trucking along, training along. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty bad, but it's fun.
Well, that's nice. Well, you kept the song on the rails. It was good. I liked it.
Hey, that was good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, thank you.
There it is.
Thank you. Let's work on our timing together on that. All right. Great to have you guys here. So what do we talk about? I love having guests on the program who are from Virginia, especially if it's some proximity to Richmond, because it's very nostalgic for me.
Yeah.
As I grew up there, and my knowledge of Virginia is so much wrapped around sitting by the black and white television, waiting for the weatherman to tell us if we were going to have a snow day or not. And of course, I waited for 12 years for that to happen, and I think it maybe happened twice.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know the counties like Goochland, I remember, is one of them. What are some of the other counties right around where you are?
So Goochland, yeah, it's right next to Powhatan, which is where I'm from.
Powhatan.
Powhatan.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got Buckingham around there. Richmond, I don't know, it might be 45 minutes or
Henrico.
so from Goochland. Henrico, yeah.
Henrico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you grew up in Powhatan.
Powhatan,
And
yeah.
and where? Say again.
Powhatan.
Powhatan. So
Powhatan.
where? So
Powhatan.
do you actually go Powhatan?
Well,
Where you're from?
if you said Powhatan, people would know you probably weren't from there.
Okay, well,
which is
I wanna
fine.
sound
You
like
can call
I'm
it
from
whatever
there.
you want because you're not from there.
Well, I
but-
want to sound like I am though. So
Oh, well, yeah, Partan.
Parton.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
good. All right.
That's better. That's
So,
better.
all right, good, thanks. We'll work on that together. So tell me about growing up in that county?
It was nice. I mean, there wasn't too much to do. A lot of agriculture in Powhatan, a lot of Little League baseball and football and church going. And that's really the only trouble you could get into, I think.
Yeah, church going, play large for you as a young person?
For sure. I mean, that's how I got into music and learned. I mean, I was taught by a youth pastor how to play guitar. So yeah, my first experience playing in a band was in church.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a hugely influential.
Well, yeah. And so did you learn your singing there too? Did you learn how to harmonize and play with others and the whole thing?
I'm 32 now, and I still don't know how to harmonize.
Really?
Technically, no. I can guess, but I couldn't tell you what I'm doing. I did learn how to play with a band. And learned how to sing. Well, I did a lot of that kind of in my room by myself for the longest time, but yeah, definitely learned a lot about playing with a band, with the church band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what kind of church was this? Was it a?
It was Baptist.
Real
so by the
conservative?
time I came on the scene playing, they had just I guess split the congregation, basically over, electrifying things and making it cooler for young folks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's right about the time I started getting involved.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so was it a conservative kind of church, or was this a battle between the folks who had been in this church for years and years?
Yeah. Old folks, the noise is too loud. Like, why would there ever be a drum set in here? Those kinds of things.
And what was the answer to that question?
We just had 2 different services. They made the young people get up early.
Well, oh no!
Kind of messed up, right?
So yeah, so they were trying to build something sustainable.
Yeah. The
Right.
pastor had some vision. Build for the future. Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah. So was this a church environment that you felt comfortable in as a young person? Musically, obviously, you did. What about in terms of spiritually? Did you feel there as a young person were you accepted for who you were? And
Oh yeah. I
nice.
definitely got along in there for sure. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Was right with Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you accept Christ like at an altar call kind of arrangement?
No.
Did they do that at your church?
No, they did that. I never did the straight up altar call situation. I think mine was more, I think I did that kind of by myself. That was between me and Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I did get baptized in front of everybody. That's what you're supposed to do.
Do the immersion
Oh, yeah.
style,
Full dunk, man. Full
dip in there?
submersion. That's how the Baptists do it.
How old were you?
I
Like 12 or
7th grade, whatever that comes out
that
to be.
sounds like
so
about
13, 14.
12, 13, I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Didn't have a beard at the time.
Well, otherwise they would have kicked you out of the church probably. Any 12-year-old with a beard,
That could have been, it would have been an issue, I reckon. Yeah. Would have been weird.
Yeah. So did you grow up with a big family?
No, just mom, a dad, and a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sister played keyboard. I guess pretty small.
Yeah.
Not too many of them.
So the music came out of the church. What about your introduction to popular or non-sacred music, secular music? Yeah, where'd that come from?
Oh well,
That come at
I had a friend across the street that would give me falsely labeled burnt CDs so that I could listen to what I wanted to listen to, and my mom, she didn't really like it too much, but she couldn't really control what I listened to on the bus ride.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
So your mom was particular about what kinds of garbage you were exposed to. Now your mom is listening now, so
yeah, she is, and she knows this. But like every artist that I would like. Let's see, when I was in junior high, middle school, I was getting big into like Linkin Park and Slipknot. I like the heavy stuff, and my mom was, I don't know, she was trying to find Christian alternatives to that stuff, which was never as cool, but you made work.
Yeah, but she was looking to in some ways shape sort of the messaging that you were getting out there, and
Yeah. She was. It was good, because some of those lyrics are probably not awesome for a 12-year-old to be taken to heart. But
Were you taking them to heart? Some of
I
the.
don't think so.
No,
I
just-
mean,
you're
I
just
didn't.
digging
I
the
didn't hate
music.
the world or anything, but it,
You were
I
just
liked-
liking the music.
I liked getting into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
fun.
going to get you ready for school? Better
Speak-
than AC/DC. I don't know what.
So what? Talk about your high school time. Was that a good time? So we got you up through 7th grade when you got dunked.
Yep,
And then what
yep,
about what about your high school years? Was there music at the school for you?
No, they didn't let me in band. So I kind of had to do that extracurricular by myself.
Why didn't they let you in band?
Well, the way that school system is, I guess in 6th grade, you can sign up for band, and if you don't get in, you're never in. So I never got in.
That's cruel.
It worked out all right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was playing football and stuff, which would have been a conflict of schedules.
I suppose so. So
Yeah.
I got you. So sports was your outlet. Did you at that point in time when you started playing football, were you already picking up instruments and learning chords and
Well-
that kind of thing, or did that come later?
I'd been playing football and baseball pretty much as soon as you could, t-ball, flag football, and up through high school.
Yeah.
I didn't really pick up an instrument until I fractured my pelvis
Ooh.
in the middle school, junior high years.
Okay.
In gym class playing two-hand touch football. And so when that happened, I had, I don't know, it was a long time, maybe like 6 months where I couldn't do anything fun. So that's when I picked up a guitar. I figured I needed to do something, but also maybe it would help me with the ladies, you know?
That proved to be true, or
No. No. It was a good try, though.
was there a point in time when you felt like you'd like to get back to sports, or was that that time, that sort of pivotal time in your young life where you felt like, you know what, things are going a different direction for me?
I mean, I loved playing sports. I think in high school, I mean, I hurt myself a lot, too. I started playing rugby in college a little bit, but then I really started hurting myself bad to where I couldn't work. So at some point I realized I probably should not do these contact sports anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially the ones like rugby where you don't wear any equipment.
No.
Yeah.
It was fun, though.
Yeah. What'd you go to college for? What was the aim there? What was the goal there?
Well, I should clarify. It was.
I didn't
it
mean
was-
why did you bother going to college as much as.
Well, I
like,
went
what was
because
your
it seemed like a good
directive?
idea. You know, I was raised like you should go to college because we didn't, and you should make more money than we did. So I did, and I realized college was very expensive.
Where'd you go to college?
Christopher Newport University.
Which is where?
That is in Newport News, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
AKA the Bad News. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
So I did about a 3-month stint there before I realized I probably shouldn't stay in college. And that's right around the time I found out about a shipyard in Newport News where I could be an apprentice and
So
get paid to go to school.
Newport News, is that down like closer to Norfolk, or?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's the bottom right corner of Virginia, basically. And
Yeah.
so being out there is how I met all these guys.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all these guys live like Virginia Beach, Norfolk area.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Where I was born. So
Hey.
yeah, hey, how about that? Then your job at the shipyard, that's what you did after you decided college wasn't going to be your thing.
Yeah, it took me like a year to get into that school, so I did some like rock quarry work for about a year before I got into the shipyard. But yeah, then once I got in there, they had an apprentice school, so I did that. That took about 5 years, and then
Wow. To learn what?
I'm a certified ship fitter.
And what is that?
Well, good
Well,
question.
I mean, well, you better have an answer after 5 years of
well,
studying.
yeah, it's like I guess like a carpenter, but for steel and for boats.
Oh, wow. So, you
yeah,
got to
we-
weld.
Tack weld. I was never an official welder.
Okay.
They had other people for that, but we did a lot of, I guess, just building,
Yeah.
building structures and steel work.
Did you enjoy that work? I know that in the end, when
Yeah.
when they told you that, they liked your work but not your beard, did you like it before then?
I honestly did. I mean, it was hard work, but it was rewarding. I mean, it was cool. We were building aircraft carriers and submarines. So, I mean, to be able to look at that kind of stuff
It was satisfying. I mean, working hard, it did feel good. Then the last couple of years, it's a long story, you know, of me trying to get out of things and whatnot. But the last couple of years I spent at a desk in the shipyard. And that's really what sucked the soul out of me, I think.
Was that that desk job, was that an assignment you got as some kind of a punishment for your beard?
No, this led up to the beard thing, but I got that job because I was trying to dodge a drug test. And I did, and I made it another like 2.5, 3 years. But I couldn't dodge the shave your face thing, so that came up.
That's a trickier one there.
It wasn't hard drugs. It was drug. Anyway.
Yeah, whatever. That's all right. It's
Is this on TV?
it's the story.
It is.
Yeah,
It's a
but
true
tell,
story.
so
Yeah.
I know you've told this story before, but I think there are listeners who haven't heard it. Tell about the actual letter that you wrote, because you wrote a resignation letter.
Yeah.
Do you mind telling that story again?
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, I'd been tired of working there already. I'd been there, I think, coming up on 8.5 years, and
Ooh.
I'd been playing music a lot. I'd started playing with these guys more, and I'd always known, like, if music was something I was going to pursue full time, you can't do 2 full-time things full time, and I had a full-time job, so really I just needed just enough of an excuse to quit. And then, yeah, there was a lot going on there to where the shipyard, I guess, was so managed in such a way that it came down to they needed me to shave and possibly go back to doing some welding stuff. And yeah, that was right around the breaking point time. And I tested them. You know, I'd not show up shaving. And then finally I had like a last written warning or something where I signed a piece of paper that said that I would do it by this date. So I knew what date I was going to quit. Yeah. And so I wrote this letter, which seemed like a good idea at the time, where I basically was explaining that I was quitting my job because they wanted me to shave my beard. They were telling me when I could and couldn't use vacation and how I needed to look and my face. And at the time, too, like if I'd have shaved, it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been a good look for me with the ladies, and which matters a lot when you're getting older. It's about time to lock it down. Anyways, so I wrote this letter thinking maybe I should jumpstart my career with something cool. So yeah, I wrote a letter explaining that I was going to quit because of all those reasons, and that I had an album coming out and y'all should check it out and come see a show. And so I sent that email to, I think the shipyard, I think they have like 25,000 people that work there or something. And I think I sent it to about maybe 5,000 or 6,000 of them. And so it got around pretty quick.
In an email format?
Yeah, I sent an email to everybody. Yeah, and then I walked out. And then I haven't tried to get back in, but I don't think I can work there anymore.
Did you get some response?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think if you want to talk about going viral, it was probably my most. I sold a lot of good shirts off of that thing, and we did. We got some cool shows, and we got people coming out that weren't coming out before. It was a bold move. I don't know if it was a good one, but it was a move.
Well played. No,
Thank you,
well
thank you.
played. Very nice.
We're doing our best.
All right. Hey, Cody Christian is with us here on Red Barn Radio tonight. He's here with the congregation, and it's time for some more music. Welcome back, Cody Christian.
My name is Cody Christian. This here is the congregation. And this song is called Pine Needles. And it's all about smoking weed. I got high as pine needles, green and on the vine. Deep conversation with the bald eagle, talk about the by and by. When I came down, I swear every eye was staring in that 5 and dime. Boy, what you doing
chores when you can't even see the ground. When I came down, my woman was pissed. I ain't moved off of the couch. When you gonna lay off that medicine and be the man that you've been talking about? Yeah. Well, I got low as a garden mole, digging underneath the ground, getting my fix in the dead of dark, but no one came around. I got dug up, I knew it was my last chance. Turn this thing around, got to be the time for me to straighten up and go make my mama proud. Well, I got straight as a phone pole, 20 feet in the ground, short up by the Bible. I'm walking with Jesus now, so when my buddies come to town and pass that joint around, I skip my turn and let the next man burn, 'cause I've gone and settled down. Skip my turn and let the next man burn, 'cause I've gone and settled down. Well, yep, my mom doesn't like that song, but it's not her least favorite song. We'll talk about that one later. This next one is her favorite song, though, because it says that she raised me right, which she likes. And we're going to get a little gospel-y here, if that's all right. We're going to get a little churchy here, you know. That's cool. It's cool. This song's called Revival. Try to find my peace in a bottle, search for love in a brothel. Oh, but I know that joy doesn't last. Yeah, I know wrong from right. I used to pray day and night. Oh, but I'm falling so far. I need revival. I need revelation. I need something to ease my troubled mind. I need redemption. I need salvation. I need someone to save my soul tonight. I know the gospel, baby, but I don't know your gospel. I gone and ran so far away. My mama raised me right, taught me to walk in the light. Oh, but that neon sign burns so bright. I need revival. I need revelation. I need something to ease my troubled mind. I need redemption. I need salvation. And I need someone to save my soul tonight. I need revival, need revelation. I need something to ease my troubled mind. I need redemption. I need salvation. I gotta have someone save my soul tonight. Right on. Oh, thanks. So that was the churching song. We're going to transition into the rain song. Got a train song, we got a rain song. We don't have any truck songs, I don't think. But this is I guess, a pretty sad tune about making excuses, which is something we all do, and loosely based on a true story. I compared this song to like knowing that you should have cut your grass like on one day, and you're like, I'll just do it tomorrow. But then tomorrow it starts raining, and then you're just stuck with some really tall grass. So you made excuses, and you should have cut your grass. And this song's got nothing to do with grass, but it's got everything to do with rain and excuses. This song's called Why Did It Have to Rain Today? And the bass player doesn't like it because he says it's boring. I just wanted to be honest with everybody. I just wanted to tell the truth. We don't have any fun. I swore for the last time, if I saw the sunrise, I'd never touch the bottle again. I woke up today, ready to change. I pulled back the curtains, all I saw was gray. Why did it have to rain today? Find an excuse if I want to use, 'cause I'm bound to lose either way. Tomorrow's the day, and that's what you say when no, you can't face the truth. She told me last night that was the last time she'd finally walk away. Lucky for her, she means every word, and I blame the clouds for my fate. Why did it have to rain today? I'll find an excuse if I want to use, 'cause I'm bound to lose either way. Tomorrow's the day, and that's what you say when you know you can't face the truth. The truth is that I believe in the lies. There's something else I can blame. Why did it have to rain today? Find an excuse if I want to use, 'cause I'm bound to lose either way. Tomorrow's the day, and that's what you say when you know you can't face the truth. Oh, the truth is that I believe in the lies. There's something else I can blame. Why did it have to rain today?
Wow. That's a great song.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to take a moment before we get to more music to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams, both tonight's and on any Wednesday, remain available online for you to view at your leisure, along with live audio streams, compliments of WGAD.net in Central New York. Don't miss a single episode of our program, and do something for us. Tell your friends and share what it is that you like about Red Barn Radio. You know, we sit around after the program sometimes thinking, hey, you know, what else can we do for our people who listen? What can we do for our fans? And we brainstormed the other day and decided, well, one thing that we could do for our fans and friends is open a store. So we went ahead and did it. And we opened the store, and we decided that our first item here would be this here mug. So can we do a quick mug shot here? So, yeah, that's good. So this is a Red Barn Radio mug. It's got the little Barney that we have. That's been our theme, our little logo forever and ever. We want you to go to our store. There's other things there. There's I can't remember. What are all those things? Sorry? A hat? What else? Ed is helping me. A carrier, a carrier bag. So he's stuck too. Yeah, but anyway, we got a lot of good stuff there. We want you to visit us. Please take the time to do that. You can find a direct link on our Facebook page, the Red Barn Radio main page, and in our weekly newsletter. Click the link for a fun way to support the show with official Red Barn Radio merchandise and share it with friends. Teaser for next week. A Western Kentucky native, Vicki Vaughn, stomped into Nashville with a fistful of original material and a desire to play bass and sing with the best of them. In 2015, Vaughn released her debut EP under the production of bluegrass royalty, yes, Ronnie McCoury, before heading out on the road singing background vocals with, yes, Patty Loveless. She's been cited sharing the stage of the bluegrass fan favorite festival Rump, singing in a trio with fellow Kentuckians, yes, Ricky Skaggs and Patty Loveless. 4 Grand Ole Opry appearances later, Vicki now tours with Grammy-nominated, yes, Della Mae, who frequents the stage with greats such as Billy Strings and comedians Steve Martin and Martin Short. Vicki is also proud to be the 2023 and 2024 International Bluegrass Association's Bass Player of the Year. Nominated again for 2025. What a treat it is for us to have Vicki Vaughn on the Red Barn stage with us next week.
Week after next.
Wow. Matthew has just, yes, we are dark next week, and so that will be the following week. Thank you very much, September 3. So in 2 weeks on September 3, we will have Vicki Vaughn and a couple of folks playing with her. So you should be joining us for that. And icing on that treat, we'll be having you here with us to celebrate 24 years of roots music, Southern style on Red Barn Radio. Let's get back to some more music with Cody Christian.
Well, thank you. This next song is about a dog, because everybody needs a dog song. And this one's about a dog that I grew up with, or loosely based on him. The dog was named Radar, and he was named Radar because he had a tail that would spin in circles like a radar machine. And Radar had this thing where he would run away for days at a time. And I don't know if you've ever been a child and your dog ran away, but it's never a good experience. And, it's quite sad, to be honest with you. And so I was left, alone at night, wondering why my dog is gone, why he didn't come back. And, when you're a kid, you try to imagine things, You're like, well, maybe this dog's out here, like, fighting crime or keeping bears away or something, And in reality, that's probably not what he was ever doing. But when I was a kid, that's what I told myself. And he always came back, but I guess this song, that experience led us to write this song, which is speculating, I guess, about why dogs run away. This song's called Dream, Holler, Chase. Radar was a red-bone hound from Powhatan County. Born in a barrel in the coldest winter that my grandpa had ever seen. He came out the run of the litter, he was skin, bones, and mean. Legs would stay running when he's sleeping, chasing demons in his dreams. Let out holler, shake the hardwoods harder than a cat to hurricane. Let him holler. In the dead of night you can hear it, the lonesome cries of a hungry hound, hell-bent on running down everything he wants till it's found. He's made to dream, holler, and chase. Smell it, it brings a boil into his veins. Treat a black bear and maidens 13 miles in a river away. He did more than just poke the bear, so he wound up whipped and bit. The one thing about an old red-bone hound is those dogs ain't got no quit, no quit. In the dead of night you can hear it, the lonesome cries of a hungry hound, hell-bent on running down everything he wants till it's found. He was made to dream, holler, and chase down the things that aren't easily found. Holler till the whole world hears the sound. Dream so big there's no time to sleep. What if I had a little hound in me? I'd face my bears, I'd show my teeth, gone and lost a few fights, made me bleed. But a hound is a hound, can't change its ways, and ain't no doubt some things were made. To dream, holler, and chase.
down from Powhatan County. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm going to talk in tune, if that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do with these bluegrassy instruments. This next song, I think, has opened a lot of doors for me, especially here in the great state of Kentucky. This song is called Saints of Appalachia, and I wrote it for a lot of reasons, but I mentioned before that I think I mentioned briefly that I worked in some rock quarries a year before I got into the shipyard business. And those travels took me through Charleston, West Virginia a lot, and I couldn't help but notice the gigantic golden dome of the Capitol building. Pretty prominent fixture there. And I got to thinking, I was like, man, that looks expensive. Who's paying for that thing? There's probably a lot of people out there that wish that they were paying for other things instead of golden roofs, but I get it. And then a few years later, I saw this documentary called The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, which, to me, from the outside looking in, it brought a lot of light to the opioid epidemic, that was going on out here, and how it was affecting real people in their lives. And that's kind of how we came up with this song, and I think it definitely got us onto a lot of cool stuff out here in Kentucky. We did Fallsburg Festival, the Appalachian Artists Festival, Sleeping in the Woods Festival. It basically got me, I think, every festival I've ever done, Healing Appalachia. So this song's called Saints of Appalachia, and it's all about opioids and oppression. Fat cat Yankees came down with cash in hand, paying cold script while sucking dry the land. Black lung ain't an if, but it's a win. Hard to make it out when Papa meets his early end. And the cocaine scheme underneath that golden dome. Oh, Charleston, won't you let my people go? We're the saints of Appalachia, wound off whiskey and stoned and broke. But we got big brothers Buddha against our throats. On codeine, mind and cold. We never asked for help, not from anybody else. Babies come out pining for the pills, oxycodone flavored mother's milk. Addictions, all they pass down in their wills. Yeah, you start out low when you're born up in the hills. And the kingpin sling underneath that golden dome. Oh, Charleston, won't you let my people go? We're the saints of Appalachia, wound off whiskey and stoned and broke. But we got big farmers Buddha against our throats. High on codeine, mind and cold. We never asked for help, not from anybody else. And greed's what takes a man that was wild and free, and binds him by his hands, brings him to his knees, and buys the upper hand with his blood money, made off the backs of the poor and enslaved. But the slaves have their say, and the the slaves have their day. Boned off whiskey and stoned and broke, we got big farmers food, yes, our growers high on codeine, mining coal, we never ask for help, not from anybody. Oh, thank you. All right. So I think just about everybody in this band's had a solo so far. Everybody except. Y'all make sure he's on camera. Can he walk up? Get close to that thing. Just walk up. You're wireless. Go get up in that thing. That's Andrew Freck right there on the bass. His mom's real proud. She's in Norfolk, Virginia tonight. Sweet Debbie. Well, this next song has a bass solo for this guy right here. This is a brand spanking new song. It's about going down to Texas and hanging out and figuring out that maybe a relationship in Texas is pretty far away. It's 23 minutes, not minutes. Be cool if it was 23 minutes, right? No, 23 hours. It's a 23-hour drive from where I live in Virginia. And what I found out was love was probably not sustainable. So that's how we wrote this song. And young Andrew Freck here is going to play a bass solo for you guys. You're in for a treat. It's awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In Texas, you've got to two-step, and I got 2 feet. But they're both left, and I felt the pain down in my chest. My heart tried to run straight through my breast after you. So what's a man to do? Well, I took the word of your friends and had you teach me how to dance. We were spinning around, getting close. Got me wondering, is this how love goes? I don't know. Lord, I don't know. But oh, that spell you got me under got me shaking at the knees, looking for cover like a hound afraid of thunder. What kind of man takes a girl out of the dance just to leave her home to wander, standing on the corner of all or nothing? I ain't here to play games with you. If you're gonna be with me, it's a hard truth. I make my money from town to town. I ain't never around, and I'm bound to let you down. I'm gonna let you down. Well, you got dreams and I got mine, and will we see things eye to eye? Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's either someday I do or someday I don't. Someday I don't. But oh, that spell you got me under got me shaking at the knees, looking for cover like a hound afraid of thunder. What kind of man takes a girl out of the dance just to leave her home to wander, standing on the corner of all or nothing? It ain't all for nothing. Baby, I felt something, and you swear you felt it too. But you're too good at dancing to be left standing waiting on me to move. All or nothing. That song's featured with the 70s fade out. A lot of people don't do that anymore, but we just did. And we might do it again. We practice that a lot.
All right. On the frecked bass.
Yeah,
Nice
that
job. Good job on that. Yep.
Good job.
All right, yeah. So I don't know, Cody, if I was prepared for an untethered program. We've had acoustic
Yeah.
unplugged, but not this kind of unplugged.
Yeah, you talk about him, right?
I'm talking about all of you. I don't see cables coming from any of your instruments.
Well, me.
Except
I
for
got-
yours.
Yeah, well, I'm more reasonable. I don't like the technology. It kind of scares me, but do you want to tell them what you did?
Tell
Why you
us.
have a wireless unit?
Tell us about it,
Tell 'em.
Andrew.
Tell them the truth, too.
Yeah. So I was playing a show the other day, cover show with another band. I was effectively cheating on Cody, as he always puts it. But I know. I'm sorry. I said sorry. I have to make money somehow. And we were towards the end of our 3-hour set, and I got both my cords tripped up, or one of my cords tripped up both my feet, and I fell flat on my face in just the middle of a song, and damaged my bass, hurt my arm, and broke one of my quarter-inch cables.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. I decided after that, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to get wireless back. Mainly just an excuse, because why not?
So you're coming back to this.
Yes, this
Okay,
is
because
like
this-
the third show after falling flat on my face. So it only happened like 3 shows ago.
Oh, okay.
For the first time in like 10 years.
Is there anybody?
Supposedly.
Is there anybody here who can share a link online to the video?
He was
so
at
our
the
fans
gig.
could check it out.
Our drummer was playing with us.
Oh, okay, all right.
I've offered good money for footage of that, and I don't think anybody got it.
Yeah, no, that would be excellent to
I,
have that. I would not want to see anyone hurt, of course, but
I was like 3 hours away, and then I got texts from multiple people being like, yo, your boy just ate it. He just. So that's why he's wireless now.
but then everybody else.
These guys are just really tech savvy, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
wireless, I gotta get wireless.
Okay.
I was the last domino to fall.
You. So you guys. So how long has this config of players been together, Cody? It sounds like forever. You said you
Well, that's
met
good.
them when you were like
Well,
a teenager.
I mean, you the longest, the Andrew here. I've been playing
Oh,
with
really?
him the longest, maybe like 10 years now. Yep. We've played in, 2 bands.
Well, no wonder he feels so free, dancing circles around you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So yeah.
He just knows I won't hit him.
Which I like. Yeah. What about the rest of the guys?
So, when I started leaning more into the country music, I acquired Mr. Severin back there on the drums. Yep.
So okay, yeah, right. But how long ago was it?
I think maybe 5 years, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually started out playing one of those cajon things, and the sets were too long, and it was hurting his back too much, so he graduated to a real drum set. This is actually his first time playing this drum set, too. He's real proud of it. This is a brand new drum set here.
So a brand new set of used drums, or a brand
no.
new set of brand new ones?
I bought it new from Sweetwater. Shameless plug.
Ain't nothing used about that man right there. Ain't nothing used about him.
Well, I mean, we buy older guitars because we want the a little life. We want them to have experienced a little bit of life. Do drums open up over time? Sorry, you know what? We probably won't be able to hear you back there. You come on forward, we can make this a conversation with the whole family. Yeah, go ahead.
What was the question?
Yeah, well, my question was, do drums? Well, the real question is, why didn't you buy used ones? Because don't they open up after you use them for a while?
I mean, it's not that I couldn't have gotten it used, but I actually the kit before this, I did buy it used, and something seemed off about it. Like during the delivery process, like it seemed warped a little bit.
Huh.
And I think that might have been why it was sold for as low as it was sold. But it was still a killer deal, and it still sounded great. But I just, I figured if I could pay the thing off in 6 months with no interest. Shameless plug again,
There's
Sweetwater.
a lot to be said for that.
I can, I get something brand new, never been played, and I was able to, tune it up pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, some drummers might disagree, but it's okay. It's
I
fine.
don't know, man. It sounds perfect to us.
But yeah, no, it's classic maple, built in Monroe, North Carolina.
Oh.
Ludwig.
All right.
Pretty nice. It's I dig it.
All right. Good. Carol is over there showing us. Yeah. No. All right. So this ensemble though has been together for a while though, which is great. Way to go to keeping it together, because the joy, the joy is obvious to me.
Oh, good.
Yeah. When I see that, and when I see you guys up here playing together, and I hope it's not fake. I mean, it seems real to me, but you just seem like that kind of person. I'm thinking about your dog song, right? Mm-hmm. That it seems even as a little kid, you had the ability to look at a potentially negative situation, bad situation, and put a positive spin on it. I mean, not everybody's like that. I'm certainly not like that. As a little kid, I would have been thinking about my dog being stolen, hung, or smashed on the highway.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I mean, that's usually my first thought, but I thought if there is any positive to anything, it's probably best to think about that. So I mean, it makes you feel better, I guess.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's
good.
a real life skill, right? Being able to take the negative and sort of think positive spins.
I think it's about the only way. Otherwise, you'd probably be miserable a lot of the time. You know? Yeah, because I could be thinking about my taxes right now, but that wouldn't be fun.
No. I wonder. Earlier this week, I was listening to this filmmaker talk about what he called in his films a set piece, which was like this scene that was really important in the movie, a scene that all of the rest of the movie sort of hinged on it. I wonder if when you think about your musical life or your own life, you've talked about some personal stuff tonight. Can you talk a little bit about what you might consider sort of a set piece in your career as a musician, sort of a time that you felt, you made a pivot, you had to make a decision. Certainly when you decided to quit your job is one of those. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a big pivoty situation. And, I think life you're probably going to have a few of those. And I know that it deals some pretty bad hands. I mentioned earlier about like injuries, something that brought me into music. So I guess I'm one of those guys that likes to think that most things are for a reason. So if, the first bad thing that happens, if your first thought is, all right, well, what's the plus side of this? If I separate my shoulder and can't work for 6 months, like, I guess I can play a lot more music or something, and I have a lot of off time. So, I mean, for me, it probably was, just getting injured a whole lot and just constantly, thinking I was going to be a sports superstar and being reminded that I'm pretty fragile. And it just felt like I should be playing music instead. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'm sorry. Were you going to say something else?
No, I'd say just debilitating injuries. I think that's kind of the set piece that kind of puts the music in motion.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good.
'Cause if you can't walk, you can play guitar.
So, what about? I wonder if you could talk a little bit about opportunities that you've had. I mean, you're a great writer, really comfortable, fun performer, good player. You must have had some opportunities, and you have a great band surrounding you. Had some opportunities that have presented themselves. What kind of opportunities have you seized? Part
Yeah.
A of the question. Part B of the question would be, what are some opportunities you've declined, and why? Can you
Okay.
talk to us a little bit about some of the decisions you
Seized
need to make
opportunities.
in your field, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think season opportunities, I think back to, it's a long story as to why we even got here and are playing music in Kentucky. For a long time, I knew that this was an important place to play music. I mean, because some of my favorite stuff comes out of here. And I had an opportunity maybe 4 years ago. I got invited by a guy to go play at a Mexican restaurant in Lee's Summit, Missouri, which was 16 hours away. But I knew that this guy was, I guess, friends or knew of Tyler Childers and all these guys and all my favorite people. I was like, you know what, man, I should go play this Mexican restaurant. So, and I do think that opened up a lot of doors, and that relationship led me into, like Festival of the Red and Fallsburg and all that stuff. And so to me, I think season opportunities is, really important, whether how big or small. Because, the day that I got back from that 16-hour drive, I could have thought, man, this was really dumb. But I'm able to look back and be like, this opened up a whole lot of doors. So that's one thing. And, Healing Appalachia, that was an incredible opportunity, like a real dream come true, honestly.
Interesting to me too, Cody, is that you went in and tackled some topics. You kind of tackled the whole gamut of topics from the opioid crisis, the addiction, income disparity in Appalachia and coal, but to do that in a new way takes a lot. Takes a crafty writer and somebody also who's got some experience, and so that's neat that you did that, because that too presented some opportunities for you, as you were talking about earlier, right, when you wrote the Saints of Appalachia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
That definitely opened a lot of doors.
Yeah.
To play with people that I've been listening to. Some of my heroes that I think I was influenced by. That definitely influenced me. And so being able to play with them, I think, was validating for one. And
well, those songs you wrote, those songs that you've played tonight, just affected me as much as anything I've ever heard about those topics, and it was really powerful. Good stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks, man.
Yeah. Hey, can you talk some, though, about some opportunities that you have declined and why that was also important for you and might be important for up-and-coming artists to think about?
Well, I think early on, me and Andrew, we were in a band called Every King and Commoner. And we had just played this brewery gig where maybe 7 people were there. And there was a guy, he was an aspiring manager that wanted to manage us and had a contract ready. And, he's over there. And we looked at the contract, and I can't remember the details, but I remember looking at it one time and being like, man, this doesn't seem like a good idea at all. This doesn't seem like we're going to come out on top of this thing. And so there was that opportunity that we chose not to seize, which I can say right now, probably grateful. Who knows? We could.
It's probably hard to know sometimes, right?
It's definitely hard to know, but some things, man, they just don't make sense, you know, and if it don't feel right. I guess I've always been a gut guy, you know. It might not even make sense, but if something don't feel right. Another opportunity, and opportunity is a weird word, I guess I probably shouldn't use, but I did go to Nashville one time. There was a producer guy that liked our music, and
Did you like him?
he seemed cool.
Yeah,
You know, he had
yeah.
really good connections and
Uh-huh.
wanted me to come out to Nashville and look at this, I think, Ocean Wave Studios. One of the studios that all of, you know, the biggest people in Nashville are recording out of. So I got a tour of that place, and I'm thinking, oh man, I think this is it. We're in the big city. We're in the big place with the big people. But then, you know, it turns out that, you know, hey, we can do all of this, but it's going to cost $80,000 to cut a record. So I mean, it was pretty easy to make that decision to not pay $80,000. It's like, you know, I don't know. I guess opportunities that I've chose not to seize haven't been. I don't think anything's been a hard decision. It hasn't been a lot of them. You know, it's been pretty obvious. Like maybe this is a bad idea.
Huh.
So we just didn't.
Yeah, good.
Also, I didn't have the money, so I don't know.
Yeah, but there
was I
are a
gonna
lot of young musicians online now who are taking opportunities that are costly and will, you know, procure funding through, you know, fan base and internet, and that's just not a direction you want to go.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've never been too good at crowdsourcing money. I haven't really tried too much, but I imagine I'm not good at it. So, haven't tried that route yet.
Yeah. Well, you guys do some great stuff. I love the feel to your tunes and the juxtaposition of sort of silliness and the bass lines and the way you're going with some really deep content. And it's powerful stuff.
It's the balance of life, you know?
Yep.
I think if you're not laughing, something's wrong.
Yep.
Otherwise, you'd just be sad all the time.
All right. And on that note, hey man, thanks. Let's get back to some more music with Cody Christian
Right on.
and the congregation.
Well, told you earlier that there was a song that my mom didn't like, and that's this one here. And she doesn't like this song because I tell everybody right before we play it that this song is called Wife and Kids, and it's about not wanting either one of them. Which sometimes gets a laugh, which is why we say it. It doesn't mean that it's actually true to the song, but it is a catchy line, I think. In reality, though, this song is about, you know, if you're going to be a rock and roll star, having a family is probably difficult. Luckily, nobody up here, well, not luckily, I mean, if you guys wanted kids and you don't, I'm sorry, but none of us have kids, and I think that that's a whole lot easier to come out to Lexington, you know, and be gone for 5-6 days if you don't have a family. So this song, I guess, is kind of wrestling with the fact of, like, what do I want to do? You know, do I want a family or do I want to be a rock and roll star? Or can you have both? So this song's called Wife and Kids. Gave me an unfamiliar feeling, but I was too green to know what was going on. I was falling in love. See, I'm a music man, steady dreaming, but those thoughts of doubt start to creep in at her touch. So I turned and run. 'Cause a wise man said, get your dreaming in while you can. Babies, don't let you sleep in. Mamas need loving, children take quality time. But I got a voice inside.
swing for the fences if you can't afford to miss. 'Cause you'll let down the whole team, let down the wife and kids. That's why I don't wanna join in these love games. Too many reckless dreams for a heart to get in the way. 5 years of hard Nashville living, that tip jar income won't fix my ceiling, and it's raining and I'm cold and wet. I wish I had me a lover this evening. I'd hold her tight, she'd press me on. Oh, but I'm alone. 'Cause a wise man said, get your dreaming in while you can. Babies, don't let you sleep in. Mamas need to love children, take quality time. I got a voice inside. Don't swing for the fences if you can't afford to miss. 'Cause you let down the whole team, let down the wife and kids. That's why I don't wanna join in these love games. Too many reckless dreams for a heart to get in the way. And if I fail, then I only fail myself. If I'm broken down in the gutter, I ain't gotta save nobody else. If you're worried for me, please don't be. I'm doing fine, finance-wise. But a wise man said, get your dreaming in while you can. Babies, don't let you sleep in. Mamas need a loving, children take quality time. But I got a voice inside. I think I swing for the fences with someone that can take a miss. That'll root for the home team, me and the wife and kids. We'll teach them dreams of things that are always worth the chase. Too many wildest dreams try to get in the way. Well, thank you. This next song we don't play too often either, but I figured in 15 songs we should do some of them slower, lovey-dovey ones. So this is a song called Someday I Am. And I guess it's all about aspiring to be a better person and being with somebody that's way better than you and waiting on you and hoping that they keep on waiting, I guess. Here's Someday I Am by Cody Christian and the Congregation. Didn't see it coming, but Lord, it overtook me fast. Some ghost got inside of my head, stole the good thoughts I had. And you didn't have to love me through it all, but I love that you did. You were my first crush, my first touch, my first love. You were the one. And I know I ain't an easy man to love, 'cause I trained myself numb type of guy to make you somebody's wife, but I hope that someday I am. There's a dark cloud over my heart that won't let in the light. But through the wind and the rain and the thunder, you stayed by my side. And you didn't have to hold me through it all, but I'm glad that you did. You're the fire when the dark that's in my mind stays too long. And I know I ain't an easy man to love, 'cause I drank myself numb and I smoked myself dumb. I am a broken man. I made my own mess and it ain't yours to fix, but I love that you think that you can. No, I ain't the type of guy to make you somebody's wife, but I hope that someday I am. My best of intentions, they ain't worth half of you. 'Cause I'm fighting a war now, and I'm calling a truce. If I pulled out a rain tonight, well, you'd know what to do. You tell me it's not the time, still waiting on you. 'Cause I drank myself numb and I smoked myself dumb. I am a broken man. I made my own mess and it ain't yours to fix, but I love that you think that you can. No, I ain't the type of guy to make you somebody's wife, but I hope that someday I am.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to seamlessly transition to a new song that ain't got nothing to do with anything we just did. We'll see how it goes. I spend a lot of time playing like those 3-hour sets, so I do a lot of talking in between, because that way you ain't got to sing as much. And unfortunately with this song, I don't really have a cool story other than I was like, you know what, man? I feel like the early 30s were a hard time to live. And there's a few songs about it, so we should write one. And it's not really based on anything other than, I'm sure there have been periods of time where we didn't get rain. And this song's about a drought and how a farmer might act in a drought. I don't know when this song is coming out, but it's coming out on Red Barn Radio, I guess, right now. This song's called The Drought of 1933, unless we change it later on. As of right now, that is the name. And I don't know why I decided to play mandolin for this Red Barn Radio. I've never done this before, so if there's any of you really good Kentucky people out there, don't make fun of me. This song's called The Drought of 1933. Not yet. All right, now.
Well, the year was 1933. Had a kid on the way and 5 more to feed. Daddy worked the land, but the dirt was poor, 'cause God didn't bring the rain no more. Dry cow from dry creek, they don't drink and we don't eat. So what's a farmer got to do just to survive? When it's out of his hands and the bank don't give a damn, all they care about is their bottom line. When you come between the bank and the money, you're bound to lose your life. Well, Daddy don't work the land no more. He makes more money with a modified Ford. He was the mule Mama made the shine, 'cause everything in the county was dry. From the cow to the creek, they don't drink and we don't eat. So what's a simple man to do just to survive? When it's out of his hands and the law don't give a damn, all they care about is that you walk the line. When you come between a man and his family, you're bound to lose your life. Well, Daddy lit one last cigarette, and the lawman came bent on arrest. They were met with smoke and lead. When you love something, it's to the death. For the cow, for the creek, they don't drink and we don't eat. So what's a simple man to do just to survive? When it's out of his hands and the law don't give a damn, all they care about is that you walk the line. When you come between a man and his freedom, you're bound to lose your life. Right on, thank you.
Cody Christian. Well, there are many people to thank for our broadcast. First, Cody Christian and the congregation, our guests this evening. We want to thank all of you for listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on our growing network of radio stations and media worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at WEKU.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU. It's NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. If you live here in the Central Kentucky area, don't forget to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests and our program. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Hey, and remember to check that merch link, will you? Before we close out the program, let's bring back Cody Christian and the congregation for one more tune.
Well, thank you, Red Barn Radio, for having us here tonight. This is really a dream come true, to be honest with you. This has been really fun. And as we typically do in a Cody Christian and the congregation set, we're going to end things on a high note. I wrote this song as a cautionary tale of what you ought not to do while operating a motor vehicle. And I don't know what the laws are here in Lexington, but I assume they're pretty similar in Virginia and you can't do fun stuff and then drive. So, if you're thinking about it, you ought to listen to this song and think twice. This is a cautionary tale about what you ought not to do. This is a song about Richmond, Virginia, where the area code is 804, and it was not based on a true story until it was. This song's called Two Stoned in the City. Thank you guys very much. Stoned in the 804, I was smoking on the devil's grass. My buddy said I couldn't stay no more, I needed to drive back. Only thought that I had running through my head, 'cause I was hell-bent on sleeping in my bed. And about the time I hit the county line, I was doing 15 in a 45, and under my seat was a loaded 9, and in the rear view I saw the flashing light. Well, I got too stoned in the city. I got too stoned in the city. I got too stoned in the city, and now I'm sleeping in the county jail. Said, go roll your window down. He was tapping on the glass. He said, son, what the hell you done? Your eyes are redder than the devil's ass. Well, he pulled me out the car, cuffs on my hands. I gotta live with the consequence. We drove up to the station, pulled around the back, and the jailer rolled out that old welcome mat. They took my fingerprints, the camera flashed. Next thing I know, they were slamming the latch. Well, I got too stoned in the city. I got too stoned in the city. I got too stoned in the city, and now I'm sleeping in the county jail. Judge was tall, lean, and mean. He said, son, how do you plead? I said, Lord, have some mercy. That's when he went and threw the book at me. But I woke up sweating at my buddies. I was thanking God that it was all a dream. So today, I can stand before you as a free man here at Red Barn Radio in Lexington, Kentucky, and on the interwebs for all of you beautiful people as a free man, and I can sing. Hey, if you get too stoned in the city, if you get too stoned in the city, if you get too stoned in the city, then it's best. If you get too stoned in the city, if you get too stoned in the city, if you get too stoned in the city, then it's best if you don't believe. Thank you, Red Barn Radio. It's been a great pleasure. We are Cody Christian and the congregation. Y'all are awesome.
All right.
Y'all be safe driving. Don't do nothing dumb.
Hey, well, that's all for our show for this week, folks. Remember, you can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. It's always great to hear from all of you who listen to Red Barn Radio's archive performances on your favorite streaming platforms and our Red Barn Radio YouTube channel. So great that you all have been engaging with us lately. We appreciate that so much. That's what's going to keep roots music Southern style coming to your neck of the woods and beyond. And now we bid you good night. Let's stick together, let's appreciate each other, and let's join up again for another evening of great music and conversation on Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. See you September 3rd for the beginning of season number 24.